Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe that's the problem this time.
Maybe.
Hello, hello.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you guys.
Okay, oh good. We got there. That's what matters. Alrighty. How you doing, man? Oh no. Please. I can't ask him how he's doing, it breaks it. That's weak.
That's the question we can't ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop caring.
Stop caring. Don't ask players how their 3 weeks have been.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I won't ask how you're doing, because it breaks the system. Does that count? I think that counts. Shit.
I think that he's still struggling to hear us, though.
I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to explain it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he heard us briefly, so never mind. It's not that.
Yeah, it's just something going on. Well, in the meanwhile, yeah, if you went to Jordalia, you could even send letters home. So that's something.
Oh, could I? Yay!
Those countries are adjacent to one another.
Kinda, aren't they? That's true, actually.
Like,
And they are on the western border,
yep.
but they aren't in a town, so that still would be difficult.
They're in a village. That counts.
A hamlet?
I mean, how big do you want the village to be?
I was thinking more of a frontier sort of like.
Oh, yeah, that'd probably be
they were
few
getting
hundred.
away from everything.
Yeah, that'd probably be the area of a low few hundred people, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hamlet's 25 people. Hamlet is so unbelievably
I was
tiny.
thinking pretty small. I was thinking around that size. To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice farming life.
Yeah. If that's not a viable thing, then.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You guys have come across plenty of those walking through Anapharis, and they're along the main roads. There's a bunch of just tiny farming villages that aren't even worth putting on the map.
Right.
Yeah, those are all over the place, realistically. Because people live in communal groups rather than on their own for the most part. So those communities are typically very small.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's even thinking even if they lived in a hamlet or something like that, they would be even kind of separated from that in their own little thing.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because
you can look to the example, although it didn't go too well for them. Down to the south of the area, in the little forest area where you guys first encountered Hudazidi and all the undead.
Yeah.
That was just a hunter and in the cabin in the woods with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and simple.
Yeah. So if they died, I'd very much like for that to not happen.
Yeah, you haven't sent any letters in a while. Who knows what could happen if they don't get their letters, man?
I mean, I don't think they die, but
undead raid the second you don't throw. Yeah, obviously, it's how it works.
is that how the paradise works?
Yeah,
I can
obviously.
send letters home. I'm gonna smite your family
Yeah.
with the undead. You know the thing that paradise likes a lot, the undead.
Yeah, the undead. Yeah, everyone loves the undead. You know, makes total sense. Don't worry about it.
Don't think about the logic.
Exactly. It's a game. Don't think about it.
What is actually going on with that? I'm gonna have to pull that back up.
You know, on the plus side, I currently have 0% dropped frames, so that's a big improvement over normal.
There we go. Yeah, that's better. I can do that. We can hold that other thing back up.
You can do the things.
I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. Don't feel bad about it.
Suppose I could turn off all of my things right now.
Oh, you're all good.
Yeah, I leave my buffs up, and I'm like, oh, I have all these boxes to uncheck now.
I suppose, yeah. We'll see how combat goes. Like, the trip over, you guys had to make a lot of encounter rolls and whatnot, because there was a chance you would just randomly stroll into this encounter before it actually was supposed to happen. That was like the big threat of the area.
Just walk into town and be like, so we found a troll.
Yeah, it's dead now.
Was there another one?
And thus the day was saved.
It's like in video games when you go to meet someone, they're like, oh yes, I need this to go be done. You like immediately turn around, oh yeah, I did that.
I've done this. It's like, huzzah! It must be the hard-fought battle.
I love it so much when the quest lines are like, you can actually say that, like, oh yeah, I already got this thing, instead of just leaving conversation and then coming back and pretending that you went and did the thing in the middle.
Yeah.
It's always nice when there is that quality of life thing, like, oh, there's this thing to do. Oh, I noticed that you already have this. You must have done it. Thank you. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, nice. Continuity. It is handy when that happens. And that already happened on this campaign too. Fuck.
Did it? Oh, wait,
yeah,
did it?
yeah. You guys went to go off to deal with all the undead that the church wants you to get rid of. It's like, oh, cool. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hey,
I heard Nick
I
laughing.
heard that.
That was on the house.
Hey. You're alive. How you doing, man?
Good.
It worked!
Oh, is it better now?
Yes, it did.
I asked that
Okay.
like 4 times, and every time I did it, your mic instantly died. Your legs aren't too worn down from the intense walking the other day. Oh no. Please.
Just don't ask questions.
I should stop. No! I've commit a grave sin.
This is where we just play by post.
I need to get a technical difficulty sign, honestly. Yeah, just play it by post, you know? Everyone type out what they want to type. and then Nick can join, and by the time then we can get into actual things for about 5
can hear you
minutes.
guys.
Oh, you can?
There, me.
Guys, and well, if it seems like it just randomly cuts off, are you hearing all of this, or when does it cut off?
We heard all of that.
We heard all of that statement, at least.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on, man.
It could be, maybe you need to turn down the sensitivity of, I forget what it's called, but you know how Discord will...
Input sensitivity.
Yeah, sometimes it will, like, purposely not take... It'll be purposely less sensitive for some types of sound. Maybe it's too far the one way or another, and the sensitivity needs to be turned up a lot more.
I'm using push to talk.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, that should work, hopefully. Just
Yeah, never
remember
mind.
to push
Sorry.
the button down.
Don't be me.
Yeah, I feel that. The
You
worst
don't have
feeling.
Cass there to punch you
Yeah.
if you don't do it.
Hey, you don't even have Cass there to punch you if you don't do it right now.
I'm not on push to talk because she's not here.
Exactly. No chance of echo. Alrighty. Well, on the basis things are working for the time being, why don't we get started?
Yay!
So, last we left off, you guys finished the journey out to Time and managed to find a cart just kind of chill in the middle of nowhere. Everyone got really freaked out by the fact this cart was just sitting there. then everyone went into town, talked to the people. Well, the only person who was available really was the leader. Not exactly mayor, but the elder of the area. Some quarrels happened, and he eventually managed to get you guys to go out and, well, protect the cart from the troll that was going to take it away.
But he's not always good at communication, I'm sorry.
It's fine. And with that dealt with, that is where we ended the session. The troll's body dead on the ground and the cart available to be looted.
Woo.
Let's loot the bot.
I believe you guys got the loot off the troll himself.
Oh.
Did we? I actually
No,
should
I
check
got
that.
his cloak.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yes.
a cool quote. I think it may be in the best interest of everybody if we do return the cart and what's inside it to the people who gave it up.
I'm. Do we have to return it?
I mean, I feel like it's the right. Sorry, I feel like it's the right thing to do.
I mean, clearly we have performed a service that you think payment should be rendered for.
You're not wrong.
I feel like normally you would be the type of person to want the people to consent to that payment instead of just assuming it's yours.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certainly not complaining about taking a few things from the cart, but
I mean, I guess we could try to get it in a respectable manner.
Well, if we're gonna be respectable, maybe I won't parade the head through town and we'll just bring it over for proof. Or at least be less smug about it when I do. I'm getting a strange feeling that I may have read that situation wrong.
you think?
Well, yeah, let's take it back into town. We can bring the troll head as proof that they're safe for the moment, or if given the opportunity to tell us that there's 6 more trolls or something terrible. And then see if there's anything that maybe they can donate. And I think we do need to start making our way back to Natharius because Wuxian's plan to attack is coming pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So you guys are going to head back into Taimen.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Do we have? We don't need the map for the town for this really.
We're getting ambushed. Show them help us, guys.
I hope it. Look, man, I hate dealing with maps that involve multiple feet per square and fights. It's so obnoxious. Because was it? Hold on. Taimen. Every square is 30 feet, so
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Move 1 square per turn.
Yeah, effectively. That's always great for. It's not terrible for narrative combats, but anyway. You guys walk into town. Are you bringing the cart with you specifically?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
the cart in the head.
Alrighty. So as you begin bringing it through town, there is what you see are numerous people peeking their heads out of windows and doors, very cautiously examining the situation, trying to figure out what's going on. There's looks of fear from some, but jubilation from many. Shocked faces of awe and wonder as any who are able to see it spot the troll's head atop the pile in the cart. The people do not exit their homes just yet, but you can tell there are whispers going through the town of cautious excitement. I assume you take it up to the Elder's place.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. You guys travel it through the town and eventually manage to reach the Elder's home. A pair of guards stand outside and they watch you cautiously, but they don't draw weapons or any of the like. Instead, they open the door and call for the Elder to come down. He does shortly after, and he looks on at the group of you and just begins to slowly clap his hands. You've done a great service for this town. I thank you very much for what you've done today. But the foolish merchant will surely be overjoyed at his rescued goods.
I'll look sidelong at Cattell and Lynn as he says that.
I should offer you to stay in the town for a time, but I imagine folks such as yourselves have little need to remain in a place like this for too long.
We appreciate your hospitality. We, like you have mentioned, won't be able to stay long. We do have places that we are needed.
Given how the foolish merchant was expecting to lose everything, do you think he would miss losing just a little something? Or a few somethings, rather.
No.
In the most non-threatening way possible.
I'm sure he would not mind. A small loss is better than losing everything, as they say. Please, if there's something that catches your eye in the cart, take it for your own. It is mostly gold and baubles.
Gonna cast Detect Magic inside that cart. I think I did already, but just in case if I didn't.
I believe you did, and the answer is still no.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't want to take anybody's sentimental valuables, so most of these I feel like we should leave. How much gold was in the cart?
In the cart there is a whole bunch of silver, a fair bit of copper, and some gold and platinum.
What would be the upper limit of what's considered respectable?
That is a good question. How hard are you willing to push your luck?
Cattell and Lynn, how hard do you want to push? I'll help. Respectfully.
I tell you what. Anyone who wants to can give me an appraise check over the card to guess its estimated wealth.
Oh boy.
Ooh!
At least I got that out of the way.
I'm doing much better than 19 and I'm not trained.
Oh boy.
Do you have to be trained to make an appraise check?
Not appraise, no. It's just
Okay.
that the base DC is 20.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, no.
Well, hey, if we're aiding another, that is 20 for
That,
Cattell.
yeah, that would be... Is anyone declaring they were aiding another all along?
I'm aiding another.
Okay.
After the fact, that is a little bullshitty, and I do apologize for that.
It's fine. Well, we get something
Yeah.
out of it.
Okay.
Cattell, looking over the card, you're pretty sure that there's about maybe 1,500 gold worth of various gems, coins, and jewels in here.
Okay. I'll pass that along to the party and just kind of like point out little things here and there that I think would be most valuable.
So, to just Lynn, Athos, and Cattell, what's considered respectable? 300, 400? Or am I, like, way overshooting?
I mean, you could treat it as like a business arrangement. You take what you would want to have, and if the other party contests that, then you can oblige. But if they don't, then you've gotten what you wanted.
I just don't want to leave them with a sour taste in their mouth.
What does it matter? You're never coming back here.
Well, I mean, that's true. But also, I mean, it doesn't seem like that great, like that nice of a village. They probably need everything that they have.
Yeah, but things probably aren't that expensive within the village. I mean, they'll probably help one another if they're running a little short for cash. Coin.
So you're saying like 500?
Each?
That's all they have.
That's more than they have.
Okay, 600, 200 each, and that leaves them with only 900.
We can try.
Okay. Mr. Elder. We are just kind of talking about what our normal expenses would be in order to take care of something like this, and seeing that this did put your village in a hard place, we are willing to negotiate a discount. So we'll take a little bit off from a normal rate and say we'll take 600 gold from what is here. Does that sound good to you?
Well, it is better than losing everything, so you may take that.
Damn it, we could have pushed for more. But NVIDIA would not have wanted to push more than that. I think she feels a little guilty for taking 600.
Just don't take anything that there are some heirlooms and the like in there. They will have little actual value, purely sentimental. Please do not touch them.
That's completely fair. We wouldn't want to take anything of sentimental value. Okay. And she'll painstakingly count out 600 gold pieces. That's what, 150 each?
Yeah.
Yep.
At least you adjusted it.
Yeah, I was at 200. I said 600. I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple's crying in the corner.
Do we want to just count this as gold, or?
Oh yeah, it just goes as gold. You can write down as jewels if you want, and I can give you specifics if you really need it, but I assume you just want the money value.
Yeah, we don't want to overcomplicate it. Cool. Right. Well, anything else for the elder?
No, I think we can head onward.
Well, we appreciate your time, and if you have any more troll problems, I suppose, feel free to send for us in Anatharius.
Certainly. I will send word to the mayor. If you are to be his agents, then I'm sure the region will prosper as a result.
Yes.
Well, I thank you for this. May your travels treat you well.
And may your village be prosperous.
He nods and begins sorting through the cart, as it were, seemingly digging for a few items here and there.
Alright.
Does it look like he's missing anything?
Give me a perception check. Alright. Lynn, what you notice that he specifically pulls out a ring and puts it on his finger. And just kind of steps back and looks over the rest of the cart, monitoring things. It seems like a very old and worn ring.
Okie dokie. Lynn's not gonna steal a ring.
It's obviously very personable belonging. Alright. Are we all good to head out?
I think so.
Alright. Well, oh, what time is it out, actually?
Right now, it would only be early afternoon. You guys made camp and before you came into the town in the morning, but you were forced to wait a few hours just for the troll to turn up.
That's right. Well, you get a half day's walk-in if we leave right now.
Sounds good to me.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Athos, you okay with that too?
Oh, Nick, we can't hear you. Alright.
Alright.
Hello?
Alright, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
So you're fine leaving the town?
Yes.
That was not Nick, but...
Oh, my bad.
You're all good. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
He's dead again.
No.
One day. One day!
So should we get Nick a mic for Christmas, or
Yeah, like that group present.
Or a modem? Like, what do you think the problem is?
We should ask and find out. Oh, goodness. Because I believe last time I tried to set the server to, like, America somewhere, it didn't change anything.
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you
Hey
again.
there.
Now, important question, Nick. Athos is good to leave the town, correct? And to stop asking him questions. Would statements make this better? I don't know.
Just say that I'm assuming that Athos is okay to leave town.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, we can
There.
hear you again.
Okay. Yes, I'm okay to leave.
Okay. Cool.
After burying the troll.
Alright. Wait, did you guys do that last time? I think you did that just with everything but the head, because you wanted proof.
Well, let's bury the head too. We just wanted the head for proof.
Yeah, oh good.
I feel like Athos wouldn't want us to just dump the head somewhere. I feel like we should also bury the head.
Alright. As you guys... Alright, cool. As you guys are making your way out of town, you can see in the distance a door open. A young Drakon with white scales runs out into the middle of the road, throws something at the ground, and then immediately runs back to the house and closes the door. It seems to be in your direct path, whatever they threw at the ground.
How far away is it?
Oh, pretty far away. Like,
Okay.
at least, 60 feet.
It's probably not a trap, but let's approach cautiously.
Alright. You walk up, and what you see is a few scales tied together in some kind of circular fashion. Doesn't look like it fit on anyone's head or anything. It doesn't look like a headrest or anything along those lines. Maybe a bangle at best.
Does it look like his scales?
They are white scales.
Okay. Do I know if Drekons molt?
That is a knowledge local check.
Not nature?
No, they are considered humanoids.
That's true, probably.
You know what? Monster law applies.
Wait, it does? Okay, 19.
Alright, cool.
Not to bring it to a 20, but 19's pretty good.
Dracons molt as they age, yes.
Okay.
When they're growing physically and they molt.
Got it.
Lynn will go ahead and pick it up.
Lynn, can you give me a straight int check? Alright. You look over this thing, and you think you know what this would go with. You pull out the doll that you found in the cart earlier, and you think this would be perfect as a skirt for it, effectively.
I'll put the skirt on the doll.
Should we potentially return the doll? Because this feels like this person's doll, if it fits.
It does seem to fit perfectly.
I'm just gonna dash it back in with her things and quickly walk away.
Oh my god!
You see eyes poking out the window from the house which had its door slammed shut.
How depressed do the eyes look?
They look gleeful.
Oh, ooh. May I cast Detect Magic on that doll?
Sure. The doll isn't magical.
It's alright, just was a little creepy. Oh, take my doll and this close. Doesn't have a magic effect.
I mean, if you want, you can give me a straight. What do we go with here? Yeah, I will go for another int check.
Sure. Wouldn't be any knowledges, would it?
No.
Okay. Oh, well.
Oh.
Yeah, you have no idea why this child would be happy about anything going on here.
Well, I mean, it seems happy. Or they seem happy, I'm sorry. Well, continue our way out of town, headed back towards Anatharius.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You guys leave the town, whatever that interaction was, and begin your trip on the road once more. Also, I'll put you back where you were.
Fair enough.
Alright. So, yes, you do have multiple ways you can get there. You can go up and get back on the path, and then walk from there.
It'd be quicker to get onto the path, right?
Probably. It's, no chance at random things occurring. Yeah.
It's a difference of 20 miles, and at least 40 of that's on the path, so.
So it's up to you guys. Realistically, there won't be too much of a difference, but...
Leave it up to the party?
Whichever way is quicker.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is very marginal.
Yeah, it's gonna... Since we're not super close to the path, it's gonna be pretty much the same, almost.
Let's take the path.
Okay. To the path it is.
Alrighty. Well, you guys get a good half day's walk in on the first day as you head out of town. Are we going to push ourselves? / who likes making contracts for forced march?
No, thank you.
Alright, cool.
We're pretty sure we're gonna make it back in time, because that's what we figured out when we did this before. So as long as we just stay consistent, we should be fine.
It depends if you want to try and run off to Tangjung or not.
There's no possible way we can make it to Tongchang and back, because it was a week from when we left here. She said a week.
It took you a week to get out to where you were.
Oh. She said...
No. Yeah, it was basically 2 weeks. Like, you had an extra week to play around with.
Oh, okay. Well, still, then. It's going to take us about a week to get to Anatharius.
Tangjung is quite a ways away.
As much as I do want to go check that out.
You have chosen your location. You have chosen the path that you set yourselves upon. Ooh. On that note, though, everyone sets up camp, and anyone who made that int check earlier can remake the int check.
The ways of the Draken are mysterious and enigmatic.
Exactly. Who knows what they could be thinking at any point in time.
We rolled almost the exact same. I just rolled one less.
Lynn's this time was for something, like last time was for something else. That was her trying to figure out something different. This time it's for this one. She rolled an 8 earlier for the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. That's just in secret chats and whatnot. But then you think about it as like you're sitting down and like pondering as you look over the campfire. It's like, it was probably a gift, but that child was probably also terrified of the people who killed the troll that was ravaging their village.
Fair enough. Stop kicking. That's rude.
Illegal. Boulder continues to kick you in the middle of the night. Alright. Realistically, we can skip over watches because you guys did deal with like this side of the province is like basically clear of major threats, unless you really want to roll for random threats of goblins. That's an option.
What are the chances of random goblins?
Incredibly low, because it's not actually going to be goblins.
Oh, okay.
There's other things it could be, but it won't be goblins.
Like, could we take 10 on our watches?
Yeah, it's not hard. Like I was saying, you guys have dealt with all the threats of the area, so you're mostly fine.
Mm.
At least for now. But yes. Athos keeps up most of the night watching with the power of the ring. And everyone gets a good night's sleep. With the next day, you're able to make it to the path, which also is of no real threat because the bandits have been dealt with in this area. So, the next few days of travel are relatively easy. So, unless there's anything people want to do in the night, any conversations anyone wants to have, we can move off to Anatharius.
At some point, I do want to talk to Cattell.
You're welcome to pick a time. In the evenings, there is time alone, if you would so like it.
Cattell, things are moving kind of fast, and, well, I know that we had originally agreed to travel to Anatharius because we wanted the reward, because we needed it to travel. And I know that you were... Well, I don't quite know what you're running from, but what's your next step after this?
I don't rightly know. Ideally, I would like to go to Bajordalia, but there was also a part of me that wanted to visit the Spire, or any Spire in particular. But I don't know. Why? What is your next goal?
I still need to visit the Spire since we're here. The whole reason why I came all the way over here. But after that, I'm not sure. There's a part of me that wants to go back, but I'd hate to travel all that way alone again. So, and don't take this the wrong way, but if you wanted to, I know it could be tough to be on the run on your own. I would be willing, if you don't mind visiting the Spire with me, once we're done, we could travel back towards Bordalia. Maybe Lynn could come with us as well. And who knows what Athos is thinking, but that could be an option.
That does sound like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say I would be fine with that plan. I'm not particularly pressed for time. I'm kind of on my own schedule these days.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, all right. I just wanted to see what you were thinking. All right. Well, that's pretty much it.
That's good. Alrighty. Is there anything else anybody wanted to talk about on the journey over? Alrighty. If not, you guys are able to reach Inifarius relatively quickly and safely. And so, you will have reached the town to perform any last-minute business before the dealings with Wuxian.
Ooh.
So, you will, from what you remember with the conversation with Coronis, you'll be heading back to the location where Wuxian is, but this is the final opportunity to do anything in town before, well, any potential damage is done. Wuxian seem to be rather certain that even if they want to keep rioting itself to a minimum, it will be an inevitability that will wreak destruction across the town.
Well, let's... Is there any shopping that we want to do?
Got 43 charges, so I'm good on that.
I mean, I can hardly imagine us going through all 43 of those before being able to refill them. Okay. I mean, we got a little bit of gold. Athos, was there anything that you were looking forward to getting? I know you would keep on disappearing to go somewhere, but whenever we're in town.
Oh. Nick? We can't hear you trying to be talking.
Okay.
Alrighty. Hold
Got
on
it.
here, sorry. Doorbell just rang. Just gonna check real quick.
No worries. Let us know when you're ready.
Never mind, someone else has it. Thankfully. Alright. So. No shopping that anyone in particular has planned then?
Could tell, was there anything you needed?
If there was anything that I wanted, I don't know it now because it's written down on my other computer.
I do not have it on right now, I'm sorry.
Well, you could look it up real quick if Lynn needs to do any shopping with her 300 gold.
Man, I mean, you got us a lot of stuff. If there's something that's outside your price range right now, let us know and we'll pitch in.
I'm not poor.
Okay, well, the voice of God said 300 gold, and I have more than that, so...
A princess can never be poor. She has her entire kingdom.
It's just the kingdom's not here right now. So if there was something that was outside of your price range that you wanted, like, let us know. We'll make it work.
I don't have anything that Lynn or Baldur would want or need.
Coincidentally, you got me for most of the things that I actually wanted. So... yeah.
I would like a way to use touch spells on Balder when he isn't standing right next to me, but I am pretty sure that's a feat thing, not a
This-
It may,
thing.
maybe an ability you get later, actually.
There are
feel like-
rods that could do it. Lesser Metamagic Rod of Reach costs 3,000 gold.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, that would work for anything, not specifically just touch.
Yes. It upgrades it by 1 spell range. So close becomes medium, medium becomes long, touch becomes close.
Yeah, what was I gonna say?
Yeah, just 'cause getting that feat wouldn't really work for me because I can only go up to 6th level spells anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's pretty good.
I don't think there's anything on the hunter list.
What is our plan? Are we going to be separated for this? I know that I volunteered to do sneaking into places. And then Cattell was going to be making distractions. If we're going to be separated, is there anything that we're going to need from each other? Like if Lynn has the wand, do some of us want potions? Loath as I am to divide the party. Ooh, actually, no, maybe that's what I will look for. Can I search for any way of like long distance communication?
There are things you could search for, yes.
Like I have an idea in my head, like sending stones or something like that.
Yes.
Or
Those do exist. Like, they normally technically don't, but we have versions of them that exist.
Okay. I would like to seek these out.
Alrighty. I hope you're feeling lucky. First things first. We'll give it to you if you would like to use Ears of the City to help track this down.
Oh, absolutely. I have so many uses of ears in the city.
We'll
That
give
could be
you
one of the things that I use it for.
better chances is the big thing. It's still random whether or not a merchant is traveling through town with this.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so I would like to use Ears of the City, specifically searching for sending stones or something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Give me
Color
your
anything,
gather information.
Lynn, as an Inquisitor, almost anything that I want.
Are you able to change them?
Yes,
Like
I
at will?
am.
Okay. If you want to pick up any of those,
Oh, at next level up? Or that be level set? Or do you have any teamwork feats?
I do. I get bonus teamwork feats, and then I think I can also change it at will, like once a day or something.
Yep.
Hey, yeah.
I was looking at this the other day with the
Mhm.
troll stuff. A hunter can change her most recent teamwork feat a number of times per day equal to her wisdom modifier.
Oh, nice. I have something very similar to that. I have a couple that I just keep going all the time, but I can switch them up for sure.
Okay. Only if it would be useful, because my stuff, I mean, I guess I only have one, but still.
Cool. I'm waiting for level 6 so I can get things like outflank and whatnot. The thing about my teamwork feats, though, is that they work even if somebody else doesn't have them. I just get credit for having them.
Yeah, it's
That's the cool thing about Inquisitors, is that they're so personalized that, like, if I have outflank, all I need is for anybody else to flank, and I get the effects of it.
They don't, but you know.
They don't, but I do, and, you know, I'm selfish, so...
Exactly.
Okay, do you want me to roll perception? I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
Cool.
Alrighty. So, you keep your ears cast into the city and begin to use your mind to wander through the various markets of Anapharius. can you give me a D percentile roll?
Yes, I may. Please, 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 please. That's fine.
Alright.
About as average as you can get.
About as average as you can get, but you had the bonus with this, which is helpful.
Ooh.
Alright. You hear of something as you're thinking about all of this. A common item used amongst government officials has been brought into the town. It's something called a Senate Aid Badge.
Ooh, okay.
And you believe this would be able to work for what you want. You don't know who it's going to, but a merchant is here. You could probably buy it in advance.
Alright. I want to search this guy out if possible.
Alrighty. You can give me enough of the ears to see define them good and proper. Alright, so another perception or diplomacy check if you would, please.
Okay.
Now, with what you heard and the general knowledge about the place, finding them in the market takes a bit of time, but you're able to get there. You know roughly where they'll be. If you want to use the Ears of the City for anything else, you're welcome to, but if you want to talk to them, you'll need to do that afterwards, because Ears of the City works weird with its duration.
Okay. Alright, well then let's use up... I have enough time to get that, right? Because Ears of the City doesn't take too long.
Oh yeah, you'll have plenty of time to get there. Like, it's just that Ears of the City will wear off if you try and walk there instead, that's all.
Okay. In that case, since I got 5 rounds of this, alright, that's number 1. Number 2, what are the movements of the mayor's cohorts looking like?
Alrighty, give me a perception check then.
Alright, there we go. That's something over 5. Fantastic.
Alrighty. So, what you know is that, while the militia technically doesn't answer to the mayor, they have gone ahead and prepared themselves fortifying the city, but several people that are unaffiliated with the mayor and the militia have gone off to the location you specified, heading out the eastern gates in that general direction to keep an eye on the situation.
The place, the incorrect false place?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
That's where it's believed they would be going.
Okay. Alrighty. Next thing will be, is there any talk amongst the city guard or any high-ranking officials that are anti-mayor? People that I could potentially sway over to our side?
Alright. Give me that check.
Ooh. Well, that's a no.
You begin thinking about anyone who is willing to work against the mayor. And although there are many people who would stand against him somewhat politically in his leadership role, there's no one who you believe would directly oppose him and aid you in the acts with Wuxian.
Am I allowed to ask again? Like, feel free to say no. I'm legitimately asking, because it's 2, 3, 4. I have one more.
I don't know if you can, because it's the same as gather information, and I'm just trying to think, like... I'll ask this as a question back to you. You go around in the city, and you ask everyone what their opinions are on the matter. Do you just believe everyone, or do you go somewhere else and try and think about it from there? Like...
I mean, theoretically... the way that I see it working would be more, I'm like getting whispers
Hmm.
from around the city, and I'm just like following threads. So I'm not finding anything, I guess, is the way I'm seeing it.
Yeah, and that's completely fair. I'm just checking how you feel about the situation. So,
Okay.
yeah, if you want to go ahead, you can retry it.
Okay, I appreciate it. There you go. It's been such a bad day for rolls. It's been really bad. This is with the other 22. These are my highest rolls.
Hey man, that's above a 10. That's an 11. That's above average, technically. 10.5 is the average of D20. So, you aren't 100% sure on all of the influential members of town, but you do know there's a couple who seem to have issues with the mayor rather directly. There is... Let's have a look-see.
Okay. Take some names I could write down.
Alright. Sec Trois is known to have issues with the mayor, but also isn't a direct supporter of the Blessed of Banhang. She allows them in her temple, but doesn't actively promote them or their religion. There is one person who you don't remember meeting exactly, but you remember hearing about, and that was the stable owner, Huangbo.
Alright.
You purchased some things from her a while back, but yes.
What's the stable owner's name again?
Sorry? Huangbo. So it's... I'll spell this one out for you because it's annoying.
Okay.
There you go.
Chat. Oh, okay. That was 2 words.
And someone that you have met directly as well is Mitsu Kazuhiro, the Kitsune alchemist, who he's done business with the mayor, but also believes that he's up to some suspicious activities, and he has actively stood in his way of new research and development into his own products. There's also...
The mayor stood in the way of Kazuhiro's development of new products.
Yes.
Got it.
And
Did I get anything for why Huangbo doesn't like the mayor? Or why Shek Chua doesn't like the mayor?
not exactly.
Got it.
But they don't have anything that is well known. Finally, there is a person known as the captain who believes the mayor does not deserve his position, but you don't know who or where this person is.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Okay. Well, if nobody minds, I do have something I want to go pick up. If everybody wants to come with me. Otherwise, if we want to just shop around.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Go away.
Sounds good. Alright. Athos, are you coming with us, or are you disappearing again?
I was waiting for Nick to drop from the chat, honestly.
Did you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now.
No.
Okay. But not before?
No.
No. Oh, no! There you are.
Hello, hello?
Hello,
Yep.
we can hear you again.
Okay. No,
Well-
I have something alternative that I wish.
Oh, okay. Like, privately, or do you want us to come with you?
Private.
Oh, okay. Got it. Well, alright, no worries. I have... Do you want to meet us back at the inn when you're done? I may have something I can give to you.
Okay.
And then also we can talk about, I was able to suss out a couple people who we may be able to flip to Wuxian's side, or at the very least maybe do nothing and help us out in some way.
Okay.
Well, I'll head off to where I can buy the what were they?
Senate
badges?
aid badges, yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go look into that. I know if you want to do next thing first, because we can hear him.
Alright. We'll go ahead and just do you guys first, because it's nice and easy. You all find your way to the markets, where you do come across a individual with a cart that seems to stand out in this area. They aren't human. They look to be some other kind of species. Anyone who wants to, give me a knowledge local check.
Okay. About par for the course for today.
Yeah. Oh,
man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Lynn, you're also there. Would you like to attempt knowledge local?
I'm not trained.
You can get a 10. That would be higher than everyone else in the party right now.
I mean, I'm not trained either, so I got, what, a 0?
No, you got a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. If Coronas went with the squad.
Did Coronas not go with Athos?
I assumed he did, but... Nope. Nick, we can't hear you if you're talking, man.
A lot of times Cronus does go with the squad. I'm sorry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm extremely sorry. I don't know what to say.
That's
But
okay.
you guys can follow the party, and if you guys need to say anything, you can just tell him to fly to me.
Okay. Happy. That's actually probably a smart idea.
Alrighty. Then Lynn, you're pretty sure you know what this person is? At first everyone thinks they're human, but when you spot they have like snake eyes, and their skin looks a little bit off, and Cronus points out that this is a Vishkanya. They're people from one of the nearby nations, that of Bacnasia. They have loose morals. But they look fairly human. They're simply offshoots that have poisonous blood. They're a strange people, but they're the natives to the nearby nation. Also, yes, they are annoying to vampires. Anyway, yes, they seem to just be chatting with a few other merchants in the area.
Okay. Well, let's approach them. And, yeah, get their attention. Respectfully.
They look over you as you make yourselves known. What do we have here, then?
Hello, nice to meet you. We are just a group that works around the city, and as such have a tendency to, separate as, as is normal. And I was wondering, we had heard that you might have something that could help us communicate over distance.
I'm unsure where you got that information from, but you would be correct. Wonderful. My name is Jean Signar.
And I know how that's spelled.
I'll just... There you go.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, not what I was thinking. I definitely heard John Cena.
John Cena. He turns invisible. No. Yes. Well, I have indeed come across something of that interest. Though, well, it was brought here under request from a local lord. And, well, beyond the price, you'd have to prove that you're, well, of the interesting sort. So,
I can do.
what can
You
you tell
still
me?
have the writ from the mayor, right?
I'm pretty sure you guys hand that one off to. Oh, did you get a second one or not? I don't remember. You hand one off to the Bandit Lord. With the.
We had one
ogre
before
picking.
that, though, didn't we? When we were trying to go places, we asked if we could have like a writ so that other people knew who we were.
The first route you got was for the ogre picking.
Okay, maybe not then. All right. Define interesting.
Well, what kind of conversations do you have? You're a tiefling, so there must be some kind of excitement in your life.
Are you just looking for information, for stories?
Oh,
What are you looking for,
anything
John
of the
Duchinia?
sort. Anything along those lines, really. Our people love to dabble in a good tale. So it'd be interesting to hear what you have going on in your own lives. And, well, if it's interesting, more interesting than the political nuances of whatever goes on in this little city, I'd be glad to sell them to you. But, I should...
Tell me,
no.
what kind of stories do you like?
Well...
You don't like political dissidents, obviously, so
Oh,
what
no.
are you interested in?
Political information is a joy to siphon through. Though so much of it is broiled down with too much, what is it called? Bureaucracy. The red tape and all of that is of little interest. The nuance behind it all, that's what catches my intrigue. But tales of travels, of riches and wonders, that would keep me most intrigued.
Okay. Well, we have a number of different tales that we can tell you, I suppose. Would you like to hear about how my friends and I met a god?
Well, it sounds interesting. So, go ahead, spin your little yarn.
Okay. Should I be rolling diplomacy, or can I embellish it a little bit and roll bluff?
Up to you.
Because I assume I have to roll for this one, yeah?
If you'd like to, you could just go for it and see how you feel.
Probably should just roll.
Don't blame me.
It's been a minute since that actually happened.
It's only been like 2-3 IRL months. What are you on about?
But I will tell her a very embellished story with incorrect names, and tell her vaguely about infiltrating a temple in a city. I'm purposely leaving out Yuan Dao from this, and going through the processes of joining a cult in order to get closer to a mysterious sort of champion of said cult. And while doing so, having a one-on-one with the god of said cult, I guess. I will embellish in putting in a lot of action sequences that didn't happen, along with some like near like cliffhanger moments, and I'll like take a break and pause in between them. And I'll bluff.
All right, give me that bluff check.
All right. I do have Blessed Infiltration, which works for bluffs. So I'm going to use it just in case.
That's fine.
Okay, there you go.
Alrighty. Joan seems on the edge of her seat as she listens to this most glorious tale. Though she does seem interested in the names and location, she accepts the tale for what it is.
I will show her the picture I drew of meeting it, because if I do remember, I did
You
draw
did write,
a picture.
yes. I think that was one of the last times you were drawing images.
It's been a minute since I've drawn something. I gotta get back to it.
Yeah. I believe the point that we made like afterwards, like, it's been a hot minute because it's hard to top like talking to a god. Or being dictated to by a god, either way.
Yeah, we didn't really. It wasn't a back and forth.
It was not a conversation.
No. Okay.
Alright. That is quite the wonderful little tale you have there. Well, I would be glad to listen to any future engagements that you do have. So, yes, I'll sell you these. I'll even give you the right one, too. This here is the master. And she pulls out a badge. And you may purchase any number of these ones that are tied to it.
Okay.
Do you know how these work, perchance?
I do not, although I have a friend who is very good at figuring that out.
Well, you should know what you're purchasing. I'm not here to rob you, not after such a splendid tale. So, the master receives the telepathic communications of the others who wear the, what should we call it? Subjugated ones. And should they send a message, the master can respond. The lesser ones cannot send to each other, but you should be able to accommodate this simply enough by sending messages through the main point. Each one of the badges runs you 1,500 gold. The master keeps the same price.
Okay. That's a lot.
This is the cheapest method of long-range communication that anyone has access to. Well, could be sending home for some proper long-range sending shells. Those will run you 10,000 gold apiece, minimum.
Okay. Fair. Is this limited in any way day to day?
10 telepathic messages a day, 25 words each message. Keep them short and sweet.
Hey, you can tell, Lynn. What do you think? It's pretty expensive, pretty pricey.
It does not hold its value for me for that price.
I think they might go really nicely with this ring I have. Have you guys seen it lately?
A really nice ring.
Okay, so here's the thing. If we buy these badges, we can't buy all of them, and so she's going to give the other badges to the mayor and his people, and they're going to be able to communicate with us, and they'll kind of know what's going on with us. So
Not if we buy the master, though.
The master is the only one that can receive the communications.
But can the master send them back out?
The master can send them back out to the others, yes.
Yeah, so that's my concern.
Right, so what I'm saying is if we buy the master, even if she can't really sell them to other people because they can't intercept our communications since we have the master badge.
Okay.
Because they would all go to whoever has the master badge, and if we have it, then...
Yeah. I don't know, I was worried that they might be able to, like, eavesdrop on us that way.
Not unless there was some kind of alternative method, like a second master or something like that, but you're unsure how any of that would work.
Okay.
Do either of you have the ability to send messages?
I'm pretty sure I could.
That would be a negative.
Yeah, the problem is this would be the majority of my money, I feel like. And that's for one, it would be the majority.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably have to assume that the mayor already has some. Even if we just bought the master, they probably have their own anyway. So then maybe what we need to figure out beyond this is a way to communicate to one another. If we're separated. Ow! Sorry, cat got a little clawy.
Oh, you're all good.
Do you think we can get the mayor to buy them for us?
We could try.
We're technically working with the mayor.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's tell her that we're working with the mayor. Maybe she already has credit or something from him. And if that doesn't work, because it probably won't, then we can just go to the mayor and see if he can give us credit.
Worth a shot.
Might as well, right? Okay. I'll turn back to John Cena. And, well, this actually seems like a fantastic device that I want to use. You said that you're already selling it on behalf of somebody in town, correct?
Yes.
That's great. I don't know. Was the mayor the person you're selling this to? We're actually a group of people who are actually working with the mayor right now. If you have any of his information, such as credits and things like that, we can take them off your hands, since that is who we're working with.
Oh,
And I can bluff.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I have 3 uses of
I was gonna
so I'll do it
say.
again. And I'm gonna leave that. I can't do it more than that. So
Yeah, that's okay.
I get one reroll. I only get one reroll. Just
Yes.
not doing too much more bluffing after this.
Oh my, I'm afraid I can't talk about who I intended for any of my sales, nor should any of them have any credit, for the matter.
Well, that's fair. Would you mind holding on to these for us? I'd simply want to acquire some funds, as these are, well, not as expensive as some other options, simply more than we would carry with us at any given time. Allow me to speak to the mayor and acquire some funds that we can go ahead and pay for these with. Would that be any problem?
Oh, no. I have plenty of time to be listening out through the town and whatnot for the time being. So, go ahead. I have no issues here.
Alright, well, that's an option. Let's head on out. Unless you guys wanted to buy anything else around here? Okay.
Alright. Then, while you guys have been doing that, Athos, what have you gone off to do?
Testing.
We can hear you.
Okay, good.
So, what is the plan? We heard testing earlier, but I don't hear anything now. Okay. Good. One day.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you again.
Okay. Alright, I was going to head off to a Serection.
Alrighty, where do you want to try and meet up with her?
Where was the... Did she mention her mercenary thingy-majig? Or where they would normally be?
She has mentioned in the past about her company, but currently, she's been staying with the mayor. That most of her mercenary company has otherwise occupied elsewhere.
Okay. Then I suppose I will find out where she is and try to arrange a meeting with her.
Alrighty. Would you like to give me a gather information check via diplomacy? I feel like the answer is going to be a hard no, but... Okay, that's not too bad, actually. And now, the real kicker for why Ears of the City is amazing. Would you mind rolling me 1d4 for the number of hours this takes? Also for Nick, yes.
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you again. Oh, alright.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry again.
You're all good.
I just said time to do the old NVIDIA trick and spend 15 minutes to prepare Ears of the City.
I'm so happy right now.
It's such a good spell.
It's an amazing spell, and I'm super happy I'm not the only one that has it. I didn't know.
I didn't even know it was a cleric spell. I thought it was like specifically Inquisitor and like Bard spell or something.
Depending on your domain, there's a lot of spells that open up.
Oh yeah,
But I think it is a cleric spell, if I'm not incorrect.
Oh, it might be. I honestly do not remember. Let's have a look-see. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Ears of the City. What are we then? Yep, Cleric 1, there you go. Oh, pardon. Alright. If you would prefer, you can do Perception, because Ears of the City is weird like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always roll Perception.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
There it
All
is.
right.
Alright, you spend some time meditating, praying to the gods, so that you can track down who you need to find. And in a matter of moments after, you're able to know where Suresha will be. You know, she spends most of her evenings over in the Slosh Spectator, keeping an eye out on the square and watching the nightlife. But most of the time during her day, she spends over in the mayor's office, keeping guard over him and his personal effects. You guys arrive in the town around midday. So, by now, she'd still be over at the mayor's place, but you could easily be able to spot her, at least, if not the Slosh Spectator, any one of the other taverns come evening.
I'll wait to the at the tavern she's most likely to visit.
Alrighty. Now, this is the city. You have 4 more perception checks if you would like to make them for anything else in particular.
And did I cut out again?
Oh, you did, but we can hear you again now.
Okay. I just said the number and location of any of her mercenary companies, if there are any.
Alright, give me another perception
Good
check.
question to ask.
So each one does require a new check, so if you give me one of those, please. Cool. So, something Nvidia said earlier catches your ear as you begin to use Ears of the City. You think about the places where word of her mercenary has come through. And while most of it is something along the lines of them being far to the southeast in Fulgrave, performing some kind of duties out in that area, you do hear that some of them have headed off to a spot that seems familiar to you. Not too far from town. You believe the location of where Wuxian, the fake location, is supposed to be. Pretty sure you hear word that they've headed out that way. And you've got 3 more, if you would like to use them for something. Oh.
So does that mean there is nobody except the ones that are guarding the mayor personally?
It seems, from what you hear, it sounds like just Suresha is guarding him personally, and the rest of her company is over in Fulgrave.
Okay. And just because I'm having connection issues, I will not use either.
Alright. That's all good.
Because I'll probably take quite a bit.
Yeah, you got a good while before she'll be turning up anywhere.
Alright.
But is anything else you want to ask about in general? You know, while the party's not around?
No, but if I do think of anything, I'll come back to you, if that's alright.
That's fine. Alright. Athos waits over in the Slosh Spectator. Eventually, so that Suresha will come around. So, everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You were headed off to the mayor, I believe?
Yeah, if y'all are okay with that.
Do it.
All right. Yeah, we're heading there. See if we can convince him to give us a little bit of credit.
Alrighty. You guys head off to the mayor. The guards notice you and they go through the regular motions of everyone surrendering their weapons and the like.
If we recognize some of them, I'd just like to make small talk.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just sort of get real friendly.
Yeah, you're welcome to. If you like, you can make actual conversation, or you can just roll for diplomacy, that kind of thing.
Right, let's roll for diplomacy, why not? Yeah. It's fine. Just awkward small talk.
Yeah, it's very awkward small talk, you guys. You just, like, stand there, talk about the weather.
Steve, right? How the kid, Steve?
Name's not Steve.
I don't know. Sorry.
Steve's the other
I'm
guard.
My bad. It's just, I'm not great with faces. I'm sorry.
You both just have such winning smile.
Mm-hmm. Good reasons.
Anyway, Mayor should let you through now.
Okay, thank you.
Tiger stays here, of course.
Yes, along with the pole arms and whatnot.
Yep. Yes.
Bigger cuddles with the weapons.
Mm-hmm. Scritches between the ears.
Alright. You guys head up to the mayor's office. And you enter on in and see he and Surasha once more. He looks over you. And what are you doing back here? I thought you were staking out the position for Wuxian.
All right. Well, a couple. Shit. The shit was me. Not.
Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I wasn't gonna bring it up. Everyone forgot what you were supposed to be doing.
That's what we told him.
It appears that
Well.
she's moved further to the south than we thought, so we wanted to come back and report so that if you did send anybody down there, then we could adjust their location. I don't want them to just sit around wasting their time in the wrong spot.
She may have had word that some of your men were on their way. We saw some of your men come through. They weren't being particularly stealthy. So she may have either gotten word of them, seen them coming, but they ended up on the move, and we just needed to make sure that you were aware.
That may be the case. There was some interesting things that happened in this town square on the day that she appeared. She may have agents within the city.
That's not good at all. Do you have any idea who those agents may be?
No, but if she has gained word of what of our movements, then you've done the right thing to tell me. We'll have to be extra cautious with all of our staff and the like.
Most definitely. Well, I can give you a general direction of where we saw her going into, so that you may pass that information on to some of your officers.
Very well. Now, there was something that did catch my curiosity. You see, I heard that upon the day of Wuxian's entrance into the city, each of you were to head out and you took a cart with numerous weapons to the south gate. one of the militia members made sure to tell me that you were insistent upon us about them talking to me.
Right. I'm going to look at Suresh and be like, may I be frank, Mayor? The security within the city is not to a standard in which I feel that you are properly protected. I've told you before that we have a number of agents working in the countryside who are able to give us reports about where Wuxian is, as well as other things that have arose within your lands. This is why we have been so quickly able to deal with some of the things that have happened, such as the pollution within the river, the different bandit camps, and things like that. Some of these we actually were able to... some of these men we were actually able to procure from these different areas and bandits and things like that. As such, we were able to take weapons away from agents that we believe or other bandits that may have been working with Wuxian, and then we were able to give those weapons out to Armin, who are protecting you instead. And again, I'm going to flick against to Suresha. So hopefully you will now be more protected, or at least more capably so. I can roll bluff if you like.
Please do so. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Ah, goodness. Alright. Very well then. It is good to hear that you have outside sources working on the matter. You have been working through problems that the town has dealt with exceedingly quickly. So I'll trust you in these matters there. But you should be wary. If there are agents working amongst my men, then I have no doubt they would be in amongst your own. They could be feeding false information.
Well, let's just say that there is a bit of a hazing process to make sure that we do not have such problems.
Be careful what you do there. The people of Anversalia will not stand should they learn of such techniques.
With that said, we also came with a bit of a request. Because we are moving so frequently in and out of the city, as well as splitting some of our party amongst wide distances, we were looking into getting ways to communicate with one another from a distance. We actually came across a purveyor of said items, and we were hoping to get your blessing if you could maybe allow us to use some of the vast funds at your disposal in order to acquire some of these tools. Would that be something that we could work an arrangement out for?
He just kind of scoffs at the word vast, but follows on anyway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have the liberty of allowing such a thing. Were you to take a penalty from the money I can grant you as a reward from Wuxian, perhaps. But I cannot simply give away such items of importance. I do not believe there are many who would be entering this town with such wares. I take it you were ordering from a Bacnasian merchant?
That is correct.
They here to deliver those to myself personally. Disappointing that they would try and sell them to others, but not unexpected. The Vishkanya are somewhat duplicitous by nature. So no, I will not be able to provide you with funds from my personal purchaser. Should you find them elsewhere, perhaps, but no. I will require these far more than you will to relay messages out across the city and to various members. They've been on order for a few months now.
Fair enough. We wouldn't want to get in the way of your official business.
A wise choice. Now, is there anything else?
That would be all. Just a report and a warning to be careful of those who you keep close. Again, I'm going to flick my eyes at Suresha.
She just
You
smiles
mentioned-
at you.
You mentioned possibly helping pay for these items and taking that out of the reward money.
Yes.
Envy, Julia, is that something you'd be interested in?
I mean, if the mayor's okay with it, you could essentially treat this as an advanced payment, and should we not complete our mission as promised, then think of it as you had made us a loan that we are now indebted to you for, and simply take our good deeds to you so far as credit to our character and trustworthiness to repay that loan should we fail.
I can provide you with some of an advance, but not so that you may purchase items that I have ordered under my own nose. So, if there is anything that you do desire, then I can attempt to provide, on the basis that, of course, you will pay it back, or you'll bring me Wuxian's head. Either way.
Catal?
Okay, so to make sure I understand this correctly, he ordered those for himself, and he is or is not willing to give them up to us.
He is
Like,
not
is
willing
he
to give
saying-
them up to you guys. He
No,
is
he is
saying
not.
that he will let you. He will loan you money if you need it, but he will not let you buy those items with that money.
Gotcha. Okay. Making sure it's clear. Well, I'd say at the very least we can get some additional funds to get what other supplies we may need.
Mm-hmm. True. You said you weren't able to loan us the full amount, of course. How much are you able to loan us then?
How much do you require?
Your protection we're talking about. Catal, Lynn, what are you thinking?
Theoretically, if we were to complete the mission as he desires, what would we each be getting as a reward?
You guys know the reward is 5,000 gold each.
Each. Okay. Is it so much to ask for 1,000 up front each, do you think?
I think that's more than reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I can do 1/5 of an advancement for you.
Don't forget our fourth party member, Arias, as well.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, very well. He starts rifling through one of the drawers in his table and pulls out a strong box. This should contain roughly 4,000 gold, should you require it. The gemstones in here were an old family's friends, so take care of them if you would.
That was sketchy. Okay, I'm not gonna sense one of that. Okay.
I just want to appreciate the fact that you like slammed on your table when you were putting down.
Strong ones. Necessary.
Tip dunk. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
I don't have the spare. Oh wait, hold on. Wait.
Just like shake your dice around.
Okay. That felt real.
Keychain. Works.
Right, yeah. We'll take our gold. We'll do a deep bow. And as I'm doing that, I'd like to get a read on both the mayor and Suresha to see how much of our bullshit they're buying.
Alrighty. Give me a sense motive check. Alright. Give me a second one for Suresha, because we're kind of the first one for the mayor.
Okay, first one's for the mayor, second one's for Suresha.
Alright, the first one for the mayor. You think, like, looking over at him, the way he's been speaking, the way he's been going about the conversation, you think he's quite dubious about what's going on, but seemingly has some level of trust here.
Okay.
Suresha, on the other hand, is very difficult to read. She's been wearing this smug smirk the entire time. Even when you've been indicating towards her, her eyes might have lit up for a minute, but it just seems to make her smile just that little bit more.
Like you. Okay. That's to myself. Luckily, nobody in our party has any connection with her, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Fair. In that case, is there anything else to tell Lynn?
No, I feel like this would suffice.
Okay. Alright, then let's head out.
Alright, you guys take your leave. You collect your weapons, and Baldur is happy to reunite with everyone.
Once we get far enough away that we're very sure that there's nobody else around us, I'm just gonna whisper to them like, "Oh my god, that was close. I completely forgot." Almost as if it's been 2 months since we had this plan. That's what we told him.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
But I apologize, you two. That's on me.
We made it through.
Yes, I think you did very well.
The question is how far do you want to push this?
What do you mean?
John Cena has fake badges. Do you think we could buy the real ones and tell John Cena to give the mayor the fake ones and skip out of town?
If that's what you want to do, I'd say maybe try to do it slyly. Maybe kind of imply to the merchants that that's what you want, but maybe not outright say it. So you have at least some basis of
Deniability.
deniability.
The other option is to threaten them. I don't like it, but we're getting to the point where we're getting to the end here. Things are in motion, and we may have to be a little bit rougher than we've been in the past. And if that means threatening bodily injury to them if they don't comply, it sounds terrible saying it out loud, but at the same time, I'm wondering if that's not a better option.
My concern is, I mean, tensions are running high right now. I feel like his trust in everybody is pretty low, and I think that if he gives us this money and then we go and do the exact thing he told us not to do, word is going to get back to him, and he's going to know we're not trustworthy. And so that's going to put him on really high alert, even more than he already is, and might make things difficult in the future.
Right.
I could maybe try to steal them, and then I could just kind of be identified as the spy who infiltrated our party, as he politely said.
Mm-hmm.
Or I do also have that cloak that can turn me into something that I'll only ever be able to be once. So nobody
feel
will
like
ever
that
be
may
able to
be-
find that again.
You may want to hold on to that ability, since you can only use it once.
Yeah.
So we have the payment that the mayor gave us, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 4,000
Can
gold.
I like appraise it and check it out, make sure it's nothing suspicious or weird?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. Roll me that appraise check. Alright, cool. So, what you have in here are very unique gemstones. They are known as ice sapphires. They're typically found in Havtingia, in some of the remote locations to the south. They're very popular among the Undyne communities, but most important about them is that they are worth about 1,000 gold each, and there is 4 of them here.
Okay. Well, everything seems to check out, so that's good.
At least you didn't give us something fake.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone wants to can give me a raw int check.
Oof.
Alright.
I'm very dumb today.
Apparently.
Rose is with us too.
Yes, Corona's over too. Cattell, thinking about it, the only way you could think this could possibly be a trap is these are uncommon items here. If someone were to cast the locate object spell or attempted to scry on these, it would be easier than something else. But if you would use them as currency, that wouldn't be a problem at all.
It's like we need to get rid of these.
But that's only on the off chance. You don't even know if the mayor's capable of magic himself. Nor if Suresha is either.
The amount of distrust I have towards Suresha right now is so high.
Ah, then she is doing her job.
There's a person within the mayor's coterie that can see through me, I feel like it's probably her.
I mean, is it easy to offload these somewhere else in the city? Like,
If
You could use them as trade, probably.
I feel like we should do that just to be safe.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
So what do you want to do with these items then?
Well, at the very least, we do need to get rid of them just in case if theoretically he could scry on us and potentially see us with Wuxian. We can't have that. Is there like a jeweler that maybe we could sell them to?
You could certainly sell them off in the market for their rough value. But that's simply up to you guys. It might take a couple hours to find a buyer, but nothing more than that.
Are we being followed at all?
You guys took a bit of a walk away from the mayor's office. You can make perception checks if you like.
Oh, there's my roll.
There's the good roll. You can tell NVIDIA, you're looking around. You don't think you're being followed by anybody at the moment.
Alright, well... What do you think? Is there anything we want to trade these for, or do we want to just try to get the money outright?
I'm fine with just getting the money.
Alright. Okay, then we will try to get our money's worth, quote unquote.
Alrighty. So, if that's the case, would people like to give me diplomacy checks in order to try and bargain these off? You may assist one another, or you may roll individually, but you must pick.
I did roll, so that's an actual roll. Feel free, anybody else, to assist me or do your own roll.
I'll assist.
Okay.
Can I retroactively assist?
You can retroactively assist.
Oh, I didn't even see yours. I'm so sorry.
She's
Yours is better
fast!
anyway, so. My rolls have been so bad today.
Alright, so 24.
Alrighty. So, you've managed to find a pair of merchants to sell these off to. About 3 of them are over there. But the last one's hard to sell. But some people point out that the alchemist in town might have some interest in them.
Kizuma?
Yes.
Okay.
Who I believe was not super good.
He is on my list of potential flips. If he hasn't already been flipped, I don't know.
Alrighty. If you guys want to go find him, you can head off to Monster Melters and Alchemicals.
Might as well.
Alrighty. You enter into the store, and Do you think you hear some distant explosions? A bit of chaos in the background ensues, but you think you hear some faint coughing and words of survival at least.
Mm-hmm.
No one seems to be coming to the front counter though. There's a bell you could ring.
Who met Kizumo last time? It wasn't all of us, was it?
Yes. I believe it was everyone but Athos met Kazuhiro.
Okay. Kazuhiro. Okay, I was thinking Kizumo, and that was the other
That's
guy.
fine.
Okay, well, in that case, let us ring the bell.
Alright, you ring the bell. Hi! Oh! Customers! Just a moment, please.
As he's coming up, Lynn, do you want to take care of this? I feel like you're a little bit better talking to people than I am.
In character, normally I would. Out of character, I'm getting a pretty bad headache, so I don't know how useful I'll be.
No worries.
Don't worry, this is Catel's domain. This is an alchemy man.
That's true, actually. Catel, do you want to take care of this?
It's my peoples. I can attempt it.
Yes. Sorry. Excuse. He reaches behind him, pulls up a tail that's lightly on fire, licks his fingers, and then puts out a little flame. Yes. Sorry. Appeasing the spirits, whatnot, kitsune things. Ignore me. Please, go ahead. What can I do for you fine folk today?
Hey, Meta, we're just here to look for things, right?
To sell the jewel.
Oh, we're trying to sell it to him? Okay, sorry, I missed that.
We have one more to sell off.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then also maybe get him to join Wuxian? Maybe? Who knows?
That's a tall order. Okay, but you said Kizumo, yes?
Kazuhiro.
Kazuhiro. Goodness, there's so many names in this city.
Oh yes, there's many people here.
Well, one, we wanted to peruse your shop and see what kind of fine wares you have today. Also, I was wondering if you were interested in purchasing this gem that we have. I don't know if it's of any use to you in any of your concoctions that you have, or merely a beautiful trinket that you could use.
I have no interest in mere trinkets, but perhaps it could be useful in my work. What do you have for me?
Pull out the gem and present it all pretty like.
Ooh. Sapphire. I see. Yes, I'd actually be interested in getting some of these. There is word that you could work them into some liquid ice to have a more permanent kind of effect. Some words have spoken Helveski way, they're alchemists, of using it to freeze rivers over or keep large bodies of water chilled for consumption and the like. It's very interesting kinds of theories to ponder through. I would be glad to take it off your hands, although I would prefer to trade stock rather than coin. You are some of my few customers, unfortunately. We have a few come in now and then for alchemist fire and acid, but that is far beyond the regular price range of most other than the mayor.
I must ask, what are you doing here then, if you are much greater than these people in this town? Why not seek something more?
Oh, the town is fine. We have merchants that come through, but the common folk cannot afford such things. I make my do with a sale once a week or so. It keeps the rent, it keeps everything in tidy order.
I see. I mean, as long as we have time to dabble in our concoctions and potions, I guess that's all that really matters.
Oh, exactly. With so few customers, I have plenty of time to be working on all of my research personally. And I'm sure this little gem would make a fine addition.
Indeed. I'll look to the rest of the party. Well, it seems like he would prefer to trade for some of his wares instead of straight currency. Does anybody have anything that they would like to purchase or use?
I can't think of anything right now.
I know earlier we mentioned maybe some healing potions.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, I did manage to prepare some in case any of you lot came back. So if need be, I can provide.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, do we only want healing potions, or was there other things we wanted to get instead? He brought up alchemist fire and things like that too.
What's our plan with the other items that we were interested in?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Did we want to go with my suggestion? That would happen probably later this evening? Or did you want to do something else about them?
Oh, no. Sorry. So sorry. Well, I don't know if we can... I don't know if we want to pay for them. My fear is if we stole them, then it would be, like, very clearly us. Because we went up to him, asked him if he could get them, and he's like, no, and then they get stolen immediately afterwards. I feel like that would implicate us a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, man, this is tough. Okay. I don't want to keep Athos waiting too long, but I'll leave it up to you two if there's anything else you want to get. Unless there's anything particularly nice, new, or recent that you've been working on.
Oh, I suppose there's some things that may be of interest to you. Everyone loves to be a bit more charming, wouldn't you say? I have a little potion for that. Temporary, of course, like all of these matters. But there is one which I have been working on for a time. It's rather strange and doesn't exactly, well, be consistent with itself. It's interesting. I wouldn't recommend it for the most part, but I suppose it could work out for you. If you would like to be invisible, I have been working on a few of those. Mm-hmm. Fading from one side is always a useful feature. And yes, I have produced a few potions that can let one become rejuvenated by nature.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I wouldn't mind an invisibility potion.
You guys know that invisibility potions run 300 gold as their base price.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, I'm looking through a potion and whatever list, because I don't have my other thing with me to have reference to what I wrote down what I wanted, so I'm kind of trying to remember it.
Yeah, I don't think you put that down in your character sheet that I can look up for you, sorry.
Any potions maybe to make you move faster or anything like that?
Well, the one I have been working on does alter one's personal time, but like I said, it's not exactly consistent with itself. It warps the very nature of reality, and I don't believe I should be dabbling in that kind of magic anytime soon.
Okay, fair enough.
But should you wish to purchase it, I would gladly let you take it off my hands.
So you said it alters your personal time, but it's not consistent?
Yes, that is what he said.
That sounds like a sketchy haste potion that may not work. I don't know about that.
Well, if you also want it, I suppose I do have this, well, it would be quite a good distraction, if you don't mind, well, spiders. It's,
Spiders?
Yes, I have this jar of preserved spiders. They will, well, they will run out and attack whatever comes at them. So, I would suggest not standing anywhere near too close to it. But that's up to you. Many options are available, should you desire them.
I'm gonna leave this up to you two. I can tell you're the better when it comes to things like potions and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not personally fond of spiders, so I wouldn't mind passing on that one.
But if you feel like we want to have extra potions of healing, maybe potions that could make us more protected, anything like that, you know, be my recommendations. But then you're the expert, so.
Is there a potion of heroism?
One which inspires the bravery of heroes long past. Yes, I do believe I have one of those lying around somewhere back here.
What's your inventory situation like, sir?
Oh, there are plenty of things sitting around in the back room. I dare not sort through them lest they explode upon me.
Oh, so not great. Okay.
If you like, I can go do a little bit of a dig.
I feel like that would be very useful to have.
That's useful.
Stay there then. Don't touch anything lest you explode yourselves. Excuse me for a moment. He begins rummaging through the back room. You hear distant crashing, a few bits of glass breaking all over the place. Anything going to do in the meantime?
Considering we may want to flip this guy, it may not be the best time to steal.
Okay.
I just feel like he would notice and then not want to work with us.
Well, while he's rummaging in the back, I'm just gonna lower my voice. So, how should we feel out this guy to see if he's ready to turn?
We know that he is not like the way that he's been blocked off to develop his own thing, develop his own technology.
Mhm.
So that would be the angle.
All right. Do you think we could promise that, truthfully?
I mean,
What's the opportunity?
it's a new opportunity for him, I think, exactly. Wuxian doesn't believe in strong centralized rules, so I think we would basically lead with that he would have the ability to develop what he wants to develop without oversight.
True.
But of course, we want to be pretty vague about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of Wuxian, where is our friend?
You guys, he came with you. No one really talked to him along the rest of the journey, so...
Oh, shit, I kind of forgot about him. Again, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Is he with us, I'm guessing? Not with Athos?
He went and just like chilled over in the tavern / the inn where you guys were keeping the room and keeping an eye on it for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yes, he exists, and that's what matters.
The figment of our imaginations.
No, well, in case you feel that's Jaywalk.
Yeah, Jaywalk. Named after his crimes, I'm guessing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we should definitely make sure that he understands that we have not defected against
Yeah.
people.
We haven't really talked to him about what we do here.
It would definitely seem suspicious for him to see us go into the mayor and then come out with money.
Alright, well, we'll make sure we tell him.
Alright. He does eventually come back and holds out a yellow-coloured bottle. I believe this is what you may be after. How? Why not? Only a few bits of shattered glass on the floor impaled at my feet, but it has been obtained. I pray that you purchase it, lest my wounds be unworthy.
How much is it?
This one should run you 300 gold pieces.
Too bad.
Of course, I charge market price for all of my wares. I
Rather
need
nice
to
of you.
consider it.
Well, I would like one for myself. Does anyone else want one as well? If he has more supply or anything else that we can think of?
I think I just want the Invisibility Potion, and then you can just do healing for the rest of the value.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, heroism, invisibility, and then healing potions.
Alright, the heroism and healing and invisibility will cost 600 total, which means you'll be able to get 8 potions of cure light wounds.
Okay. I think that sounds pretty good. Alright. Beyond that, how have you been doing, Kazuhiro? We've heard that you've been struggling with, well, let's be honest, the mayor's not, well, I want to say not the most technologically literate.
Oh, he dabbles here and there himself. But, well, I mean, there are people who are against the idea of testing out explosives throughout the city. That is their own prerogative, personally. I would, of course, not have any issues there. But I have no intention of blowing anybody up. Worry not.
Okay, I mean, good to hear that you're not planning on blowing people up.
Of course not. Who would ever do such a thing?
Not you, right?
Of course not. Shifty eyes. Never intentionally so.
I mean, it'd probably make it easier, though, if, you know... It'd probably make it easier for you if there wasn't as such a... Oh, I don't know. You weren't as strictly held back from some of your developments and things like that.
Oh, perhaps. There are more than just the city officials that would prefer my work go unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, if you have supplies for me, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. And if you have any other trading arrangements in the future, I'll be glad to facilitate, should they prove useful items for me.
Okay. If we hand the jewel over, I think that's it, right?
Oh yes, that should suffice.
Catal, anything else?
No, nothing else on my end.
Okay. Lynn, anything else?
I'm content.
Okay. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it, Kazuhiro. Hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.
Indeed. Some of my finest customers I get here. Now, if you'll excuse me, this gem and a clamp have a date that I must be overseeing.
Okay. Do we want to head back to the inn for now and wait on Athos?
I think so.
Okay.
Alrighty. As you guys are turn around and start walking away, he quite literally pulls a clamp out from underneath the desk, puts the gem inside, and then starts spinning it down, looking like he's trying to crush it.
Okay.
Okay then.
Whatever he needs to do.
He needs that sapphire dust, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a really dumb thing, I think.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Don't pull an NVIDIA.
I'm just gonna turn around, go back over to him, put my hand on his shoulder, and cast Full Strength, and then leave.
Was he struggling?
He would have been in a minute. You go over, you cast Bull Strength. He looks up at you, is surprised for about a moment, and then his arm on the winch begins to speed up drastically. As you're walking away, you hear the distant sound of a crunch.
Well, it's what he wanted.
It is. Alrighty. Everyone heads back to the inn. Meanwhile, Athos, you wait around for a few hours. But eventually, you do see Suresha walk through the doors. Maybe a little bit tired, a little bit worn from the day, hard to tell. But mostly unfazed, it seems.
Did we take too long?
Testing.
Ah, yep, can hear you.
Okay. I'll kind of wave at her.
She catches your eye, orders a drink from the bartender, and then sachets her way over.
Long day for you?
Oh, just the usual. What do I owe this greeting?
Well, was hoping we could go somewhere quiet. Since
Oh,
I happen
no.
to be back here.
Oh man.
Well, maybe not so early in the evening, but a few drinks down the line, and we'll see how things go.
Of course. And also do have something you might be interested in as well.
Oh, please, go ahead. Last time it was a bit about me and a little about you, but I'd be glad to hear more.
Well, of course. But again, I think this is the sort of thing that should be said behind closed doors.
Ah, very well. Well, there is always the basement, if need be. I'm sure Tadgeth will ignore any transgressions made there.
Very well.
The bartender comes over and hands you a drink of ale each. Cheers, then.
Cheers.
She swiftly downs her drink. So, shall we head there immediately, or do you prefer to chat first?
Well, it's been quite a while. I wouldn't mind a chat and a couple more drinks.
Ah, very well. I'll be glad to hear any of your recent tales. Your friends came by earlier. Managed to get a few bits of coin out of the mayor. He was none too pleased about that, muttering to himself all day long after, but entertaining nonetheless.
Hope he had enough for you and your company.
Oh, I've been paid up front. Well, enough up front. The rest will come when the end of all this occurs. I'm sure I'll be compensated quite nicely. Gotta make a name for oneself after all.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, she said, one has to make a name for herself after all.
Oh, of course. Well, I'll just give very, very vague details. Just small talk for now until
Yeah, that's fine.
it looks like it appears that we're just having.
Yeah. You guys chat for a while, have a few more drinks, and eventually you will take her down into the relatively hidden basement area. You're both a bit deep into the drink at this point, and now you are all alone with a small table in this underground section, bits of storage around the area, various barrels of ale and food and like that's been stored here for quite some time. Each of you has a drink in hand. So then, now we're behind closed doors. What would you like to discuss?
As you probably know, we've been on the lookout for Wuxian.
Yes.
Well, suffice to say, we found her.
Oh my. Your friends didn't mention anything of that earlier. They said they found her location, not her.
Well, to be perfectly frank, the reason we came back is we do not think it is in our power to, frankly, put a stop to what's going to occur.
Interesting.
This is not to say we, of course, won't try. We do intend to set up an ambush. However, it appears that our initial prospects for where she is and what the forces that she has amassed is, well, we are just a mercenary company of a small party.
And so why would you tell me this, but not the mayor?
Well, I do care for your personal safety. And,
so
of course,
sweet.
I do wish for the mayor himself to be safe. Well, I am fairly confident that the city will be taken by Wuxian within the month. I and my companions will attempt to deal with Wuxian, but, well, we very, very well switch sides, suffice to say, to at least save our own necks.
Oh, looking out for yourself, I see. Well,
Quite.
I don't suppose I can blame you there. But when it comes to my own personal safety, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'm sure I could deal with this Wuxian, but, well, it's sweet to know that you care.
But on that front, I do think that it would be best for perhaps you to ensure the mayor's safety when the city falls, so to say.
Well, if everything I've heard is correct, the city need not fall, only the mayor himself. So what would you have me do? Take him away, hold him hostage until he gives you the gold, or what?
Well, no need to be so direct. I think he would be rather appreciative if we were to assure his safety. I do not think Wuxian has any intention of directly controlling the city. It will naturally fall to chaos, and, well, what he does after that is up to him.
Interesting. Well, I suppose in that final moment, I can assure his safety. Though, I do wonder. Wuxian cares for exiling the leaders, and then they die in the woods not a few nights later. So, would his triumphant return be of value to me?
Well, I'm sure you can arrange something for that.
Well, as I said, all of this is just a matter of building one's name. If things were to be spoken favourably of the Crimson Tessin, then I would have no issue with how they all resolve.
Oh, naturally. Some of my companions have been in more direct contact with Wuxian, and I'd be more than happy to let them know.
It may be in your best interest to do so. I would hate to come to blows with any of them.
It would indeed be a shame.
Well, thank you for all this intriguing information. But I believe, unless there's something else you wish to discuss, we should do our very best to forget about it over a drink, as if such a thing had never occurred.
Well, of course. This is just drunken chit-chat.
Oh, of course. Who knows what could be going on down here? And thus, Suresh takes a spare bottle from a nearby wine rack and brings it over. You two share some drinks throughout the evening, and we fade to black there. Athos does not return to the inn this evening. Or if he does, it's in the early AMs.
Are you guys a little worried about Athos? Like, did we tip the mayor off more than we thought we did?
Well,
that's
I
the
remember
case.
one of the last times that we were here, and I didn't know where he was, so I might go post out for a little bit.
Oh. I mean, is it a personal thing? Like, we can give him privacy.
Well, it's a personal thing with a dangerous person.
How dangerous are we speaking?
A woman doesn't watch a dude kiss and tell.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, fair. I just don't... I mean, okay. As long as he's not putting himself or us at risk, I trust his judgment. I mean...
I don't. But...
You don't trust his judgment? I mean, there's no way it could be anybody that dangerous. The only one that I'd really be nervous of would be if it was the Suresha woman, and there's no way that would happen. So
Lynn is just going to be as deadpan as she possibly
Lynn, roll bluff for dead plan.
Okay.
That's an intense deadpan look that she's giving you right now.
You know, I'm not even gonna bother to sense motive it. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Yeah.
Eyes bore into your soul as you say these words.
You just guess it so I don't tell you.
I mean, there's I in the end I trust Athos. So if anything, I feel like having mixed up what we told the mayor was the most danger we did. So I just hope that doesn't catch up to Athos, and somehow it's my fault in regards to that.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay.
Lynn's face is covered with a mix of concern and half a blush.
Okay. Cronus, are you around?
Yes, of course. Master has been...
You would know if Athos was in trouble, right? Like, you would have a feeling?
Yes, although if he were to be inebriated, it would inhibit our link. That is simply how it works. Also, I've been told by a master before.
So we should assume that he's inebriated.
Well, it is one of his favorite pastimes within the city.
Fair enough. Well, it's getting late. So I'll wait up for Lynn, I suppose. But we'll assume that Athos is doing something. Cronus, do you want a beer?
Oh, of course. If he is inebriated, then the link cannot be any further harmed, of course.
Alright, I'm gonna get Cronus a beer.
Alright, you run off and get Cronus some ale.
Is that a copper piece?
It's a whole copper piece.
Alright. Alright. And I'll just hang out waiting for Lynn. Patel, if you want to, feel free to join me if you want.
I will join you in the merriment, but not the consuming of alcohol. It's not,
Oh, I'm not drinking. I just bought one for Cronus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that You're just feeding alcohol to a bird.
Have you not seen this?
Coronis like throws his beak into the mug, pulls it out, and then just you see his face splash of ale as he like comically gulps in amounts that are far too much for his bird throat.
Thought that was a one-time thing the other time, but okay, that's okay.
Cronus has drunk many times. I think
Like cleric.
I think all of them have been to excess. But anyway, while you guys are chilling out there, Lynn, you head off to the Slosh Spectator as you did last time. Can you roll me a d20?
Cool.
Alrighty. You arrive there and you don't see Athos or Suresha for that matter. So, they may just not be here. They could be upstairs, but you can't see that from this position.
Yeah. Last time I waited until they were done and he left. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit in case they've already gone upstairs and give them some time. Maybe hang around for like.
Oh, for instance, upstairs is just a second, is just another layer to the bar.
Oh, I assume that it was where they would
No,
getting busy.
it's just another layer to the bar so people can watch from the upstairs balcony area.
Where did they go before then?
Last time they were just here the entire night. Nothing even happened. They just were just sitting around drinking and talking for a good period of time. Only you left earlier than that.
I thought
Yeah, I remember that being a thing.
I thought they did more than that.
No! You just thought they were going to.
I'll still probably hang out for like 2 or 3 hours in case they are off doing what I thought they were doing last time. So
Well, then the question comes to Athos. Is he staying the night?
In the basement.
It is an option. But Nick, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Hello, hello?
Ah, we can hear you again.
Okay. I'll flip a coin.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead. Alright, I don't know what's heads or tails, but it's one of them. I assume tails?
Hello, hello?
Hello, we can hear you again.
Okay. Basement it is.
Basement is.
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty. Lynn, it doesn't seem like Athos comes out at any point during the evening.
I guess I'll just head back.
When you get back to the inn, Athos isn't here either, so you have no idea where this man is right now.
Cool. Lena's just gonna like silently walk past everybody and go to the room and just kind of sit on the floor and stare for a while.
Oh, hey, Lynn, did you... What? Lynn? Okay.
Balder comes over and licks your face.
Wait, my face or Nvidia's face?
Your face.
Okay.
And then Nvidia's face as well after.
Oh, she went to the room. I'm still out in the common. Or whatever. Do you think she saw something? Talking to Katas.
If she did, she clearly doesn't want to share it.
Yeah, maybe we don't press that. Okay. Well, it appears as if Athos isn't coming act tonight. Coronis, I'll leave the beer down here, but we're gonna probably hit the hay.
Oh, of course. He finishes off it as it's been like 3 hours.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he nurses beer. It's Coronis. I'm not sure what his drinking habits are.
He drinks it as quickly as a bird of his stature can.
Got it. All right. Well, however long that is. And yeah, and Video will head up and make sure that Lynn is okay too, and then go to sleep for the night.
Alrighty. Assuming Cattell does the same.
Yep.
Alrighty. You guys come to the next morning. Athos still wasn't here.
Cronus?
Oh my. That was some fine ale last night.
Alright, Cronus up and at him. Athos ain't here. He's still alive, yes?
Well, I can still think. Therefore, the master should be fine.
Define? Would you be honest? Would you able in the way you are now? Are you able to tell if he's in trouble?
I do not sense any danger coming from him. Exhaustion, perhaps, but no danger.
Okay. That's probably fine. We should probably go pick him up, yeah?
Probably wise. My connection to last a mile or so. He's still in town.
Okay. Are you capable of showing us where he is, or...?
No, but you can find him on your own. For now, I shall rest, as is my due.
How? Okay. Cronus, I'm just gonna carry you. Is that okay?
I would prefer to ride upon the back of the tiger. His fur is soft and fluffy.
Balder, are you okay with this?
Balder's fine with it.
Alright. I will put Coronis on Balder. Lynn, do you have an idea of where they may be, or...?
Well, last night I checked the place that I saw them the last time that he was off with her, and that was the Slosh Spectator. But, I mean, I waited there for several hours and I didn't see them inside or anywhere, so I don't know if they're actually there or not.
Well, it's a lead. If we can't find them there, then we can start investigating around town. We'll put in a word in with the innkeeper too, and just let him know if we miss him and Athos comes back to the tavern, that we went out looking for him.
And just because he still isn't back and safety is more important than privacy, yes, it is who you thought it was.
Okay, I'm gonna kill her. I don't care. I don't trust her. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'd kill Athos. I don't know. Do you think?
No, Athos is mine.
Okay. I didn't mean it like that, but okay.
Alright, so you guys headed?
I guess we're into the Slosh Spectator.
Oh, you head out. You head over that direction in the morning. You can see outside is a Kitsune woman offering out breakfast to anyone who would come inside. That kind of thing.
I guess I'll approach her. Excuse me, do you mind if I have a quick word?
Oh, of course. Would you like to hear about today's specials?
Not hungry at the moment. Maybe later though. Breakfast is my favorite meal. But we are looking for a friend of ours. He may have been here last night. Tall fellow, wears a lot of armor, helmet, never takes it off.
Oh, yes.
Carries around a giant scythe. Know the one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Stands out.
He was the one with the other woman. They were drinking quite heavily, and then they went off downstairs. Normally customers aren't allowed down there, but it seems like the woman has a good rapport with Tatkif.
Okay, they still down there?
Oh, she left, I believe, a few hours prior. Very early, I would say. But, I don't believe that he has left yet, no.
Alright. Then do you mind if we go collect him? We won't, you can come down with us. We're not gonna do anything yet.
No, I suppose so. Just don't mind if I look up the storefront first, please.
Okay.
She goes ahead. She invites you all inside and then locks the door. There's not any actual customers here. Probably why she was trying to advertise outside. Remember, before you go downstairs, always throw 3 pinches of salt around the trapdoor.
Why?
Well, so the spirits of the underground don't strike at you, of course.
Is that something we should be worried about?
Roll me knowledge local. That seems like a really weird thing to do.
I'm just gonna look at her and throw 3 pinches of salt. I'm just staring at her like, I don't know what you expect me to be doing.
She nods sagely, as if this is entirely normal and expected.
Okay, well, downstairs we go.
Alright, you head downstairs, and you look through the place, and it looks like kind of wrecked, honestly. There's a few barrels just laying around, a few broken bottles, there's a hay bed, and Athos is just lying in the middle of it. Most of his armor, the upper part of his armor is on, the lower part is not there. The helmet is, of course, still on, though a bit of his beard is seen hanging out through the bottom.
Oh boy.
Okay, buddy. Does it look like all of his stuff is here, at the very least?
It seems so. His scythe's off over in the corner.
Alright. I'll grab his scythe and wrap his helmet with the scythe.
Alrighty.
Hey, buddy.
Morning.
Apple snaps to it, full attention, completely completely unfazed by whatever's going on.
Did you have a good night?
I'd say so.
Okay. How's Suresha?
Quite well.
Yeah, Athos, you look around. Suresha isn't here. You don't remember her leaving.
Oh, went out, did she?
I imagine she must have. Does Suresha know? Did you tell Suresha anything?
No.
Got a sense motive.
Oh boy!
What I'm good at. Athos, this is what I'm good at. I'm not great at a lot of things, but I'm very, very good at a few things. If you're talking, we can't hear you, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. I was about to say that. Alright.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright. Testing?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Alright. Okay, I may have said some things about Wuxian. I think I convinced her not to interrupt the what we're going to do and make it easier to get rid of the mayor. She will probably not be an issue.
She'll probably what? Sorry.
Not be an issue. Not get in the way. Nothing.
No, we can hear you. I'm debating. I'm trying to figure out what to say.
NVIDIA has the
NVIDIA
stun
probably
condition
is
for the next round.
Like
Yeah.
just mouthing nothing. Like what? Athos, I asked Lynn this a couple of weeks ago. How confident are you that you are right now?
Right about what?
About Russia.
What do you mean?
How much faith do you have that she's not going to sell us out to the mayor?
Huh. You know, I never quite thought about that.
Lynn is going to pull out the kukri and walk up to him and say, I swear to fucking God, if you fucking betrayed us, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then calmly take a few steps backwards. Regain her composure.
Cattell is in the corner covering her eyes, and she's like, is everyone decent? Like, can I
He's still not wearing pants.
You should be threatening something else then, not his neck.
Did you legit? Okay. Should we leave town? I don't even. Okay. Did she give anything to you?
I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
No, we heard you. We're talking to Nick.
Are you referring to something or something?
I was definitely referring to something. I couldn't have been more clearly referring to an object.
Athos kind of look around. Did she leave anything?
I cast Detect Magic to see if she left anything on Athos's person.
There's nothing. There's no magical traces that weren't already there from his armor and whatnot. Doesn't seem like she's done anything malicious, magically at least.
Has she given you anything before in the past, even?
Just a ring.
Wow, were you moving that fast? I mean, I'm sorry. That's not the point right now. I won't take it from you, but do you mind if I see the ring?
We can't hear if you're talking, Nick. Okay.
The standard, sorry, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I can hear you again.
Oh, just wanted to make sure if taking the ring off doesn't reset the attunement.
That will reset the attunement, yes.
Okay. Preferably I wouldn't want to take it off, but you can have a look.
That's fine. I just want to make sure she can't track it in any way. Can I cast Detect Magic on the ring to see if there's any... Oh, what is that divining? Divine magic? Or not divine magic. Divination.
Divination?
Oof, that was tough. I don't know why.
You're all good. You can, yeah. Detect magic, so spellcraft check for me.
Spellcraft I'm not trained in. Cattell, he's decent. Could you help me with this ring?
Yes. This is one we've looked at before, correct?
Oh, did you? Oh, did we?
Yeah,
I
this is the
forgot.
Ring of Sustenance.
Oh yeah, I did know that. For some reason, I thought that the rest of us hadn't seen it.
I
But
think he
there's
told us
no-
about it.
There's no divination or anything like that she could track us with.
No,
Right.
nothing specifically divination based. But you do know that this ring is cursed on a very minor scale, which
Right.
technically sets it apart from almost every other ring of sustenance in the area.
Oh, so they could track us like they try to track the
Gems.
gems.
If they were to do so, then yes, that would be a possibility.
Well, shoot, Athos, pretty easy to track that ring.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of a kind.
Isn't that a good thing?
Not if your enemies can track it real easily. If they have familiarity with it, too. For example,
Well, I suppose I can vary it for a while.
Well, They take
Although,
it.
if they can track it, that means they can take it from me.
Sorry? No, I heard you. I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was saying, if he buries it and they can track it, that means they can take the ring.
Yeah. Kind of wish Suresh was here so we could question her, but now.
You know where to find her.
Yeah, in front of the mayor. That's safe. I also may have attempted to imply to the mayor that she may have been a traitor as well. Just putting that out there. That was me. Well, Lynn, Cattell, what are our thoughts?
I mean, if we want to be on the safe side, we could get out of town quickly.
Did she
Sorry, let this
seem...
bastard rot in the basement.
Huh? Oh, well,
We
that's
let
a bit
this
extreme.
bastard rot in the basement.
That may be a little bit extreme.
Yeah, I believe your words in video were, did she seem... ...
You care about her, Athos?
A little.
Okay.
Lynn's urge to care of Dick increases.
Sense motive that, I guess.
Sure! Is Athos you can roll bluff? I don't know how you...
How much do you actually care?
Yeah, like...
Diplomacy or love? I don't know. Okay. So that's pretty on the dot.
They're
Then,
pretty accurate, yeah. It's like...
Okay.
Athos like... Life, death, all the cycle.
Okay. Well, never mind. We may want to skip town. Kathos, by the way, we do have money for you. Oh. With that said, we kind of just spent that 1,000 gold. Was that evenly between everybody, or?
I mean, you guys now have 3,000 gold, and a potion of invisibility, a potion of heroism, and 400 gold worth of healing potions, so...
I think you said that's 8 healing potions. 8
Yeah.
potions of healing ones.
That is correct.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that later. Alright, well, Athos, get your stuff together. Probably need to leave town. Did you get any information out of her at the very least? I mean, this could go both ways, technically.
Nick, we can't hear if you're talking.
Ba-dum-ba-dum.
There it is.
Yes, seems like her mercenary company that she manages went off for that fake trail that we sent.
Good.
Only her alone with the mayor. And assuming she does take my advice, then the mayor's all alone.
You gave her advice on... What was the advice that you gave her?
Basically to skip town when everything goes down.
Mm-hmm. Skip town with the mayor?
Possibly.
How much did you tell her?
Well, namely that the inevitability that the town is going to fall.
Okay. That's all?
And that, Wuxian is probably going to win. Let me see, recollect my thoughts. It's this morning.
It's the morning, a little hungover. There's someone who's threatening to kill me.
While I'm laying here half naked.
He has underpants on, that way Cattell could look at the ring.
And mentioned that we would try to do some last-ditch effort to see if we could deal with Wuxian, but would most likely switch sides.
I mean, okay. Did you mention about the fact... Is the lady in there, by the way? The proprietress? Or not the proprietress, but the waitress?
The waitress is just standing in the back there, just like, looking somewhere between giddy and terrified.
God damn it. You have enough for fucking this. Okay, well...
Lena's having a bad day.
We gotta start murdering people, though. Okay. Okay. We'll deal with witness second. Did you tell her that we've had dealings with Wuxian, that we've met with Wuxian, and things like that? Because any of that can potentially get back to the mayor. Would be bad.
Dead Mike once again, if you are talking. Oh.
I think I mentioned that at one point that someone talked with Wuxian at some point, was able to kind of get some words in, but nothing beyond that.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. It's fine. This is
May I
fine.
kill him?
Huh?
May I kill him?
You may not. Do not trust her, Athos. I'm sorry. Not even a little bit. If she is what you think, I really hope that she is. But I don't feel safe staying in town anymore. We probably should try to keep up appearances. Maybe send a letter to the mayor, but we definitely are not meeting him in person. And then leave town as quietly as possible. Potentially disguised. Before meeting with Wuxian. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yep.
Athos, does that sound good to you too?
Sure, although I'm not too keen on disguises.
Look,
I'm also fairly safe that I have trust in her. I could stay here if you need.
sorry, crack doorbell. I believe the question was, can I kill him?
In and out. In and out. Okay.
I'm
Don't
sorry
worry
for
about
how
these guys,
mean
Athos.
Lynn is being.
We will help. That's fine. Next thing, and I'm gonna turn to look at the waitress. The witness.
Oh my god.
She perks up immediately. It's like, huh?
I'm going to walk over to her very quickly, get right into her personal space.
Can I make you some breakfast? I think the bad spirits are gone, and that this is all just a little bit too much excitement for one day.
It is a little bit too much excitement.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, I've seen some things and heard some things that didn't actually happen.
Oh
Is
no!
that right?
I've definitely drunk too much ale as I got into the stocks this morning. That's all.
I am going to be intimidating her as I get very close. I would hate for the bad spirits to get to you should you decide to speak about anything that you hallucinated this morning. And wait. No, that's not a thing I can do. Never mind. At least I don't think it is.
I don't know if you can bust infiltration in, but it is reset for the day, so.
Yeah, it is. No, that's not that one. There was something else. I have a feed, but I think it just gave me a bonus.
Nah, I don't remember, sorry.
Where else again?
There might be Stern Gaze.
No. Ooh. What is Stern Gaze again?
It's half level.
No, that gave me my part of my bonus.
Yeah.
It was just a bad roll.
Yeah,
I'll
it's fine.
stick with my 20.
She nods along.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like breakfast? I can go make everyone breakfast if that would be appreciated.
That would be lovely.
Could you make it to go?
I'll do my very best. Yes.
Okay. And you did not see us. You do not know who we are, and we are going to leave out the back door. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes. There's no one being this morning. Don't worry.
Because I will know. And I will find you. And I will take my righteous vengeance upon you should you say anything. Our we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I also like to roll sense motive to see if she actually is going to say nothing.
She's terrified right now.
Okay. That's going to have to be the best that we can do. Okay. Thank you very
for your
much.
cooperation, Miss. What was your name?
Ujin. You've shopped here before?
Yeah, but my memory is trash. You know this.
I do remember her. She was really nice to us. Whatever.
Well, I mean,
It's fine. It's fine. It should have hit the fan officially. We need to leave. Alright.
Tis still the morning. Do we have to rush out immediately?
Just fast enough so that we don't get surrounded, ambushed, and then murdered because Suresh decided to go to the mayor.
Oh, I don't think that'll happen. At least give me an hour to prepare my spell.
You have 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes and you can prepare your spells in the cart on the way to the event.
Alright. One spell I will use will be Unspoken Name.
Got it.
I will designate it so a creature within 1 mile of us says something to the tune of like get Orias or capture Orias or kill Orias.
Oh, goodness.
Alright. Cattell and Lynn, as we're waiting for some food, now would be the time to come up with a disguise or just find a way to change your appearance in some way that gives us some way of being able to quietly leave the city without anybody being the wiser. I can help if you want.
I may need assistance with this.
Okay.
I don't have any means of changing my appearance, I don't think.
Gonna look at Cattell and be like,
Oh, wait, I do, but I haven't prepared it.
Look at Cattell and be like, you may not like my advice, but maybe try looking less rich.
She begins to throw dirt on herself as she has done previously.
Something. I'm gonna take something.
I mean, can I just throw a cloak on me? I don't know.
Chima, do you happen to have a spare cloak that someone has left here? Some sort of lost and found situation?
Her eyes go wide. Well, we do have a few things sitting around the place, if need be.
As you bring us our breakfast, do you mind bringing something that could cover and fit my friend here?
Certainly. Though, if it's not too rude, I would suggest you also cover up. Red scales stand out around this place. You don't look like a Drakon.
I appreciate it, your warning, and I'll be fine. And in front of her, I'm going to change into a kitsune woman that looks as if it could be her sister, and also I'll be wearing like something that a bartender would end up wearing.
Alright. Her eyes go wide, just like, well, I don't think I have a cloak that good, but I'll see what I can do.
The best you can, thank you.
She goes off down to the basement area.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the inn, get Coronis, and the rest of our stuff, Balder, throw it into the cart, and I will be back with the cart in a few minutes. If you want to meet me in the cart, we can make our way out. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know what I'm doing with myself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can help
Okay,
you.
Nick.
Do you have anything, cloaks, disguise kit, anything like that?
I have the new wolf cloak that I got that I can kind of hide in.
Oh, could you? I mean, and I don't mean to say this in a rude way. Just go as a. Well, you can only shift into a tiger, right?
Well, I can shift into a tiger with like a goat head now, but
That's a little unique. That may raise some eyebrows. You may want to avoid that one, because I'm thinking that 2 tigers also may raise some eyebrows. Like, these tigers are somewhat common, except unfortunately they're all white tigers, and we got 2 regular tigers.
already.
Huh? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a stressful situation.
I can just like bury myself in the cloak.
Okay. All right. Does anybody need help rolling disguise checks?
Yes.
Okay.
I have one thing I can disguise myself as.
What is that?
If we have a large enough rock to cover it.
Oh, a what? Sorry.
If we have a large enough rock that's the size of myself.
Oh, we're going in a cart, so probably not.
That's my only idea.
Okay, that's fine. Another idea. Go without your armor?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's a religious thing. If it is, I apologize. But nobody knows what you look like without your armor. Only we have seen your face before.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if that's okay, I appreciate it. And then I can help anybody make some disguise rolls. At the very least, it's pretty easy for me to get a 10. And then take just enough, maybe just take enough time for everyone to take 10. Is that going to be enough? Or are our rolls really bad?
I mean, we can see. You can make disguises on behalf of other people. Should they require to act them out, it will be on their own disguise scores. But just for visual points, you can use somebody else's disguise.
Okay. So I can roll for everybody?
Yeah.
Can I use the bonuses that I get from the mask and the garment of the many sleeve garments?
You can use the sleeves of many garments, but you cannot use the
Mask, yeah.
mask because that is specific to whoever is wearing it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I was gonna say the many sleeve garment really won't help too much as well at this point.
They need to
Okay.
be wearing them, but you could give them to someone else if you wanted.
Okay. Let's do Cattell first. Oh, here's another question. Do I have? Nope, that is not on that one. Okay. Alright, that's for Cattell. That's a very good roll. Don't expect the rest of these to be that high. This is for... this is for Lynn.
Nice.
Okay. And then, do you just want to go as yourself without armor?
Yep.
That's okay.
Trying to find the picture I had saved. I don't know where it is.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
All right. Then I'm going to go back to our other tavern, grab Balder and Coronis and all of her stuff, load up the cart, and then leave.
Alrighty.
Well, like, come back. I'm sorry. Come back and pick up. Not like leave the town, but come back.
Yeah, obviously get everybody else.
Yeah. Sorry, it sounded like I was just gonna leave.
Nah, man, I get everyone ready and I bail. Fuck you all.
I did my best for you. You guys are on your own.
Yes, you managed to gather everyone, get some breakfast to go, and head out on your way. Are you going to pay Ujin?
Yeah, I will. How much is it normally?
Oh, it'll come to like a silver piece for everyone's breakfast.
Ooh, cool. Okay, I'll pay her a gold piece.
Nice.
I have troubled her, one could say.
Yes. I was going to say nice to Nick posting the character art in general.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay.
A very glorious beard.
Mm-hmm,
Alright. Everyone readies themselves. You manage to collect Boulder and Cronus easily enough. And you make your way out of the city quietly in the early hours before the hustle and bustle would catch any attention. You begin to make your way out of the city, and while it seems like no one's pursuing you, you can only wonder what awaits you should you return to the mayor. And that is where we're going to end the session for today, guys.
Sounds like something we shouldn't do.
What could possibly have happened? Who knows?
God. So much distrust towards Sarasha. Do not trust her at all. Vinny doesn't. Mike doesn't.
Lynn doesn't. Kala doesn't.
No, Color trusts her. Lynn doesn't. Lynn
Oh, okay.
Athos
I'm
right
very
now.
trusting of you. I do not trust this woman.
Lynn's ready to cut off Athos's dick.
That was a bit extreme.
Yeah, like she's been betrayed before in her life, so she has a very low tolerance for it.
That's
So
true.
she was mad. I'm sorry.
Sorry for getting up on you, by the way.
No problem. I had another
I hope
character
it
in
wasn't
mind,
like-
just in case.
Sorry?
I was ready to re-roll if possible.
She wasn't a succubus. You didn't take 10 negative levels and die. Don't worry.
I think you might reroll after I killed her.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, I was ready for you to just go ahead and stab her, but it turned out different than I anticipated.
I was honestly kind of expecting it. Like, I'm over here in my notes saying, Athos, don't betray us, don't betray us, don't betray us.
I did low-key, like, as it started to happen, I'm like, oh, he's gonna sell us out. It didn't happen, though, so I'm so happy.
Would have been funny no matter how it went.
Thank you, everybody. That was a fun time.
Oh, yes, definitely. I hope everyone did enjoy themselves this session. Oh, that's good to hear. Alrighty, well, I hope we enjoyed our return to this all. I hope everyone has a lovely Thanksgiving. I'll let you get back to your family now, Cattell. Cass. Yeah.
I did hear the little
distant child, yeah.
goblin in the
Yeah.
background.
About that, yeah.
Screeching demon.
The close enough to hear you say that.
Yeah, I just hear a dog barking.
Nah, he left.
Okay.
Well, I will
Alrighty.
see you tomorrow.
Okay.
And I will see you all next week.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Thank you very much for playing, guys. Hope you have a lovely week. And
Good
I'll
night.
see you all then. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.